Hi, folks. This is Mountain Man coming to you from parts unknown. Ha ha. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I've got RFK's daddy on the screen there. Hand in hand with freedom of speech goes the power to be heard, to share in the decisions of government which shape men's lives. And we know what happened to Bobby Kennedy. They say the hands of Sirhan. And I've got an apropos meme for Mr. T's mugshot. I think we'll call him Paul Bunyan also, Mr. T, for when we call timber for the Kennedy family. We've got at least two members of the family that have fallen to the Marxist communists that have been running this country for quite some time. How's my signal coming in, folks? Let me see who all's gotten in here. B-Dog, how you doing? Nikki B, how you? Andrew, Mike, 1176. Haha, let's see. Randy, Henri, Lone Wolf, Linda, Sandy, TJ Katz, how you doing? Karen, Awaken Trillium, Diane, nice to see you. Wanda, nice to see you. Phil, how you doing? 5x5, I got a 5x5 from Phil. Hello, Linda. Nikki said, give me a thumbs up. That's a good idea. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Hi, David. How are you doing? So we might have two Davids in tonight. I don't know. But hey, if I miss anybody, I apologize. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Diane. Nice to see you. So my thumbnail, I've got mugshot. It backfired right in their face. I got a couple of videos I want to play for you guys. Let me see what I've got here. I want to leave these two up just for a little psychological kick. They put out a bunch of different types of memes, but the overall look that he's given, it's unmistakable. He's coming in loud and clear. He's going to be kicking backsides and taking names when he gets back in. And it's obvious that his control is much more than what of the situation is much more than what the DS thought. So let me put these other mugshots up real quick. The other iterations people have put up. Here's some or a post Babylon B put up. Fulton County releases first official portrait of the 47th President of the United States. Are my chats getting in the way of my pictures, folks, over on the left-hand side? If they are, I'll move stuff over to the right. Hi, Em. How you doing? Brighter day. How are you? Oh, Nikki said no. Good. Boy, that was quick. Crazy Cajun lady. Usually there's a 10-second delay my way and 10-second going back. But that's good. Came back nice and quick. So, all right. When they do show up, let me know and I'll be able to readjust my memes. But anyway, they hate humor, don't you know? They hate humor. I'll put this one up for you. Speaking of humor. And if you want some memes put on your Facebook pages, here you go, Joe. The Tucker Carlson interview. And clear. Whoops, let me center that up for you. Get it nice and centered. He wants to jump around on me for some reason. Maybe it's because I got a bad finger. All right, anyway, that's close enough. You can get a shot of that. And Dan Bongino discussed what we were talking about right after Tucker Carlson, was that where Tucker came flat out and asked him, are they going to try to KILL? Okay. And Mr. T's answer in my book was yes. but in so many words. He's in a diplomatic way. He said they're savage, they're evil, they're vicious. So what does that mean? That means yes. So, but we've known that for a while, and we know they've tried it in the past. Mary Freeland says, do I have any idea what's taking place in front of the Capitol tomorrow? I don't know, and I wouldn't spend too much energy on it. Keep an eye on Penguin 6. But we've had those false alarms before. Hello, Melinda. How are you doing? Let me see. One of the guys had a 34. I'm trying to read that chat, but did anyone see the so-called street in Florida yesterday? One of the guys only had a 34 in his uniform, but no one else. There's so much stuff that is so doesn't need decoding or catching something with a special eye. If Derek Johnson comes out and says something about the number 34, I would be more inclined to believe him than anybody else. There's just so much to keep up with it right in front of us. That's what this mission is designed to do, is to bring stuff to people with the minimal amount of searching and looking. Because, when you think about it, all of the stuff we've been through, all the late nights, all the dizzying numbers, all the graphs circling 17 posts and then drawing a line over to another 17 posts. We've all come up with the same thing. There are evil people that's in control of our country, and we're trying to get rid of them. And we need the vast majority of the population to understand that and be on board. That is the bottom line. So, yeah. How you doing, Tennessee? Hi, Debbie. How are you? Kim, hello. Yeah, they're trying to do another gun grab. That business in Dodger State or whatever stadium that was. So, yeah, we'll get to talk about some of that stuff. Let me see some of these. Here's one somebody put up, and they kind of gave him a little bit of a Superman look, wouldn't you think? Gave him that, you could put a cape on him. But I tell you what, all of them are putting out their own kind of message. Holy cow, where did 30 people go all of a sudden? Because I didn't want to decode something? Well, they're welcome to leave. So anyway, we'll keep trying to have fun with some memes here. Go to Mike Penny. Here we go. There we go. There's a good one for you. And they stole this business with the laser eyes. I was posting memes with Trump 5 years ago with the eyes glowing like, are you trying to save America from a satanic P3DO file cult? And he's saying, what's wrong with that, with the laser eyes? Now, I'm getting a text message while I'm live, and I go live just about every night this time of night. Isn't that something? I'm about spent on talking righteous indignation is running high, but now God help us now. Well, I tell you what, we're witnessing a unification of thought and an understanding what I just discussed, what I just talked about, that we've got evil people in control of our government and we've got good people trying to get rid of them, and the vast majority of the population needs to recognize that, and that's where we're at. And I'll tell you what is the difference between a winner and a loser. A winner sees the finish line and they speed up. Namely, They keep doing what they've been doing. They increase the grind. They keep it going. They don't see the finish line and slow down and say, I've had enough. Oh, thank God. And start flat-footing and huffing and puffing and slowing down. So psychologically, that's what I'm saying. We're seeing a finish line. It might be a year from now, but the finish line is there. We can all see it. Millions of Americans are waking up. So people want to give up and jump off into some program that's not going to do anybody any damn good. Winners, what does Trump say? Winners are winners, losers are going to lose. So all I can tell you, hello, Miss Bender Sue, how are you doing? Sissy, how are you doing? Hi, Damon. So we can't lose our dignity. We can't take the low road. Phil, how are you doing? What up with Andrew Tate going on? I tell you, Andrew Tate is red-pilling young men. I don't care for him because I think he exploits people. S3 actually. But his message is basically he's making money off of other people's insecurity, disrespect for themselves, okay? Doing these OnlyFans, and he's making a killing on it. And then, of course, they find out about it, how much money he's making. They want to get him in trouble. They want to take his money and all. But the bottom line is, if he didn't have a pool of what did I say a couple of like a month ago? Foolish captured women. Okay, captured. Their spirit is captured. Okay, it's not been given over to God and the Word. It's captured by Satan and by this loose-brained society that has people believing in delusions, being lovers of themselves, dishonoring their own bodies, okay? And he's making a killing off of it. And he's telling them they're fools after he makes a killing off them. So, it's pretty easy to see. And I don't care for him. I know what he's doing. He's putting forth a strong message. But, okay, make all that money, but how much is your soul worth? You want to help people dishonor themselves, being on the internet forever, destroying their reputation, and you want to make money off that, smoke big cigars, and then talk about how evil governments are and all this kind of stuff. Hey, it's giving him a platform to speak from, but there's a lot of carnage. That's the way I look at it. I really don't care for him. I don't care for him. He do what he does. That's his business. Here we go. Here's another. And you go in some countries and it's not all right. It's not all right to bring women in to put smut on the internet and make money off of it. It's not all right. Try that in Iran. Try that in Saudi Arabia. We'll see if Andrew Tate will be crying because he sat in a jail for a few days. That wouldn't be the case in those other countries. In a way, it is trafficking. Foolish captured women. So anyway, see who else. Hi, Prototype. How are you doing? But while he's doing all that, he is talking about all the stuff people like to hear about, and the C.I.A. and all that. So sure, he's making good money. Anyway, now we got a good crowd in here. I want to play this video. This is what you call a nasty woman right here. This is a nasty woman. This is the narrative they tried to set when Mr. T was going to surrender, right? They wanted him humiliated. They thought they'd get a mugshot like they got a James Brown, like they got a Nick Nolte. You know, that's what they were looking for. But anyway, here's the way they wanted the world to think about this situation.
Just a few minutes ago, Donald Trump, the disgraced ex-president, the frontrunner for the Republican nominee for president, 4 times indicted, departed his Fulton County, Georgia, via Newark Airport, we believe. Crowded jail with a reputation for violence and neglect. A jail that is accustomed to holding defendants facing charges up to and including violent crimes, where stabbings are frequent. Actually, 3 people have lost their lives over the last month. That jail is where the disgraced ex-president of these United States is heading right now.
She had to say disgraced twice. She had to say that there 3 people lost their lives in that jail in the last month, and how filthy it was. And, you know, it backfired in their face so bad. It's so funny. Here we go. Here's one guy. I saw a poll they put out. They said minorities supporting Trump, most particularly the black community, went up from 12% to 20%. I think is a heck of a lot more than that. I could get you so many clips I could play, but you know, young people growing up in the city, every other word is stuff I don't particularly care to play. But I found a number of videos where that's limited, if there's a word here and there or whatever. But this is typical of the notion of the people with, you know, a lot less foul language. But anyway, let me play for you.
When are you guys gonna learn? The more you facts. It's Trump 2024. We don't care. You heard me? We already made our mind up. You already know when the hood got your back. Man, they deep in the hood. Gangsters hollering about Trump. Gangsters. The hood got this man back. I'm just trying to tell you. You heard me? And we ain't stupid, man. American people, man. We ain't all them talking about lockdowns and back when the masks and all that. You know, they got a new virus coming and it's gonna be, man, nobody don't care. Ain't fooling nobody no more with none of that. You know, new jack, man, nobody being fooled no more. We all the way up, you heard me? It's Trump 2024. That's what it's gonna be, because we ain't having nothing else.
Notice how he put in there that they're trying to bring up phase 2 of the you know what, the jab in their arm. So this stuff is all over Instagram, all over YouTube Shorts, all over TikTok. It's going to be hard for them, but they will censor somebody like me. Okay, that's why I got that picture of Bobby Kennedy up there. But you know, as long as we can share stuff and keep getting the word out, here's what Silk put out. That is pretty much the attitude, okay, of a lot of people who have either been on the fence or didn't like Trump, but they're seeing this stuff happen to him. And I could have played a lot of videos from the Blacks for Trump that were at the Georgia courthouse, but, you know, they are passionate. They're angry, and they let everybody know. And I really can't play those kind of videos on YouTube, but, you know, they're being mobilized, okay? Mentally mobilized. They're physically coming out.
The people on the left, did you get what you want? Did the left wing get what you want? Because let me tell you all something, fools. It done backfired on you. It done backfired already. You got so many black men that's coming out saying, hold up, wait a minute. I remember when they did that to me. I remember when they did that to my brother. I remember when they did that to my cousin, when they just pinned stuff on him. I remember that. This is resonating with me. Oh, no, I'm standing for Trump. Because I know what they're doing. They've been doing this to us. See, when my sister was alive, we told Trump on how they are doing Trump. They railroading President Trump just like they railroading black boys. Didn't we say it?
So, yeah, it's coming out. And I've got a couple more videos that I could play for you, but here's one example I had in my studio the other day. I didn't get around to get to it. This was the reaction right after MSNBC. Rage, in quotes. See instant reaction to instantly iconic Trump mugshot. And, hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hi, Marla. How you doing? Hi, Angel. Sissy. Let's see. They're scared. And not just the news agencies, but a lot of these attorneys I've been talking about who have been engaging in this illegal psychological warfare through lawfare, which I believe is going to be criminalized. They're going to criminalize lawfare. You watch. They're going to put some parameters, and I've got some screenshots I'll get to concerning that. But here is the maniacal reaction right here. Breitbart had it. Hollywood celebrities go, Breitbart, I give him credit. Hollywood celebrities go wild over Trump mugshot. Now, every one of these clowns, if they can isolate, even though Trump's a public figure, they cannot be malicious. They cannot be knowingly and maliciously libeling. And you see some words up there. They go wild over Trump mugshot, lying, treasonous. Now, where do they get this CHILD, abducting? Where do they get that? Mirroring, that's where they get it from. And you see what else they call him. And that RAP, okay, IST word, they reinforce that through that old bag that accused him of doing something to her 30 years ago. The courts made unprecedented rulings that were just ridiculous to engender that term, R-A, and then the other two letters is P-E, onto Trump. That's after the legislature made the rules changes they made. So the old bag could come in 30 years later with some totally dreamt up garbage. This stuff is going to be addressed. Here we go. And somebody put up a video criticizing this. This right here, this meme right here. Fulton County Sheriff's Office, just filing orders since 1960. And then after that, they also included a mugshot shoot, man, my brain's slipping. And I was going to call one of those phony auditors that was getting arrested, pestering people in a anyway, they're faulting him, saying that far rightists are have the nerve to compare this mugshot to Martin Luther King. Well, okay, that's what everybody's doing, and you'll see in some of these videos that I play. Here's some good news right here. Right here. Trump campaign raises $7.1 million after Fulton County mugshot. I took this screenshot a couple of days ago, so it's probably closer to $10 million. So, yeah, when are they going to learn? Let's see, just checking the chat. So, anyway, here we go. let's see. Oh, here. This young lady right here. This was before Mr. T came to get his mugshot. Listen to how much she's paying attention and what her thoughts are on the matter. And it's very telling. But this stuff has been going on for days and days and days. Thousands of videos on Instagram and all the other sites I said.
So done. I don't care how you feel about Trump, Rudy Giuliani. Oh, I don't care about none of this. This is treason. This is disgusting what is taking place right now. I've been going through, you could go on ATL Scoop and then to the stories and you know, the storylines, and you can see all the mug shots of all the people getting arrested. I believe tomorrow Trump is supposed to turn himself in, not before he go on Tucker Carlson tonight. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'm trying to keep it together and watch my mouth. But this is war on so many levels. That prosecutor, the Atlanta, I've called Atlanta home for about 30 years of my life. The degree, we all know the corruption that goes down in Atlanta. We know I just moved out of Atlanta a few months ago. Y'all know my story. God was like, get up out of there. I see Atlanta is going to crash and burn. You hear me? It's going to come a point where people are going to run up out of that city. The degree of corruption, the wickedness in that city. And y'all think this is okay? I'm going to tell you right now, Fannie ain't going to get away with what she did. She's not. I don't care if from police chiefs, fire chiefs, sheriffs, everything with Fulton County, when y'all get exposed with Kemp not doing nothing about this, but we already know your pockets are already lying, huh? We already know the establishment that you work for, huh? We know who you pay homage to. Y'all better fix this. But I have a feeling Trump about to lay out one of his cards. I can't wait to see. I hope you all tune into Tucker Carlson's. I want to say he's going to be on Tucker Carlson tonight. Supposedly some things about to go down. We going to see. A lot of promises being made. But I think he has truly trapped them. This was the big, of all the states that was doing this, Fannie has done the most disgusting act. Okay? This whole thing in the grand jury, I need everyone to go down. I need everyone convicted of treason, not Trump. These people who are literally prosecuting. This is shit that went on in Cuba. This is some Stalin type. I don't know if y'all haven't studied world history. I don't care how much you hate a person, yo. This is not it. But I do like this, especially for my melanated brothers and sisters. Just know a lot of the black people, you think it's the white man, but the system, Fulton County has been ran by primarily blacks, judges and everything else. They're part of the problem. They're the ones that have been unjustly persecuting you, prosecuting you. Look at this office. Before it was Paul Howard. Hell, Paul Howard wouldn't, and that's probably why they got him out of office, because Paul Howard wouldn't have done this. We need veneration. We need vengeance, and we need the Lord to take it out now, because this ain't right. This is not right.
So she's had her head on right for a while. Plus, she's paying attention. And she communicated herself perfectly. I mean, she didn't, there's a lot of that in language business. There's no need for it. But she touched on a lot of stuff, especially about Fulton County corruption. And the one guy who was wearing a white shirt that said, N people for Trump, you know what I'm talking about, the N-word for Trump. He had it on his shirt. And he ran for I don't know, it was mayor in New York or something. I don't know what he ran for, but he was talking about his sister went to school with Fannie Willis. He was talking about all the corruption there. And what this young lady put in her little video, I'd like to see her reaction after the arrests and the mugshot and the interview. I think what she said just now, what I played, that was before Tucker's interview. That was before the mugshot. That was before all of Trump's posts. So there are people that got their ear to the ground, and it's getting around. So we got somebody from Germany. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Rick. How you doing? Yeah, Marla. Oh, my. I'll play a few more things. Hi, Donna. How you doing? Hi, Garrett. Yeah, she started off with, Wanda said she's 100% right. It's treason. She started off with that. And that was before everything went down, so to speak. So, there's no doubt there's a backfire. It just blew right up in their faces. And them coming out with their videos saying it's rage. He's showing rage. What's this? Here's a picture, Fanny. It's too small to read to print. Let me see if I can get it up on the screen. Mr. T, Gateway Pundit. Oh, yeah. I meant to put this up. Revealed Atlanta DA Fannie Willis pushed election fraud theories in 2020, similar to what Trump was doing. Corrupt Atlanta district attorney indicted Trump on several charges involving speech crimes last week. So the question was, is she going to indict herself for all the stuff she's coming through with? Hi, Doug. How you doing? So, anyway, let me keep picking through these things. Oh, we're getting another Babylon Bee up. Here we go. Babylon Bee. Who put that up there? Turning Point USA. Just an excuse to hide. Ugly people rejoice over return of mask mandates. So we all know it's coming. You heard that guy in the earlier video that was saying nobody wants to talk about that. But they are going to be bringing it back. We'll talk about that more farther into the broadcast. And I will throw this out there. We know that the Department of Justice is suing Elon Musk. Well, don't you know, I talked about how mad they were that he allowed Mr. T and Tucker to have such a big platform. Over 260 million, probably getting close to 270 by now. But even before that, and it hadn't been talked about much, burned alive, Elon Musk demands prosecution, for the Maui massacre. It was after he started making comments like this. It was bad enough what he did was able to do with Mr. T and Tucker Carlson, but he was also had hundreds of millions of people listening to him talking about what happened in Maui. So, yeah, they're going to pull stuff like it. Here's a good picture of Mr. T. Here we go. Ha ha ha. Donaldo Magnus. That's what we can call him. Donaldo Magnus. Ha ha ha. Hi, Norm. How you doing? Marla said she's not going to comply. That's right. Her father was a Black Panther leader. And that morphed right into Acorn, and then it morphed into the two groups we're dealing with now, Anti, and the other word is Fizzle, and the BL and the last letter is M movement. It's all the same bunch. So I think the real hoot is where Trump hired the attorney for the rapper that Fannie allegedly was fooling with. Here's a couple of I've got to put this one back up. Here's a couple of videos that I noticed stacked on top of each other. See how small it is in my studio? That's why it's hard to read for me what it is. Sometimes I won't pull up stuff because I'm not sure how it plays in. Lies about height and weight. Total disgrace. Midas crap. Okay, I've always been talking about them. You know, they're putting out bombastic crap that incites vitriol, okay? And they're playing that lawfare game. So what if he's not lying about height and weight? Maybe you guys got a lawsuit coming your way. Just ask Michael Cohen. He's dealing with a $500 million lawsuit, okay? Just ask that woman who accused him of messing with her 30 years ago in a department store. She's got a lawsuit coming. Just ask Stormy Daniels. She owes him a couple $100,000. Keep it up, you clowns. But anyway, then you had what's-her-face, Rachel Maddow. Trump unable to convince followers to protest on his behalf as he is arrested. What a bunch of garbage. I would love to have brought her down the street, let her walk down the street in front of the people that were outside, especially blacks for Trump. They would have tore her apart verbally, of course. Verbally. But they put that spin out there, and they are relentless. They're relentless. Let's see how relentless they are. Here's the article. Who's this? It's Midas Crap. Range posts. What are you talking about? MLK got arrested for his political opinion, okay? Because he was a political force. He didn't commit any crimes. So same thing. But it's that same bunch, Midas Crap. Don't click on them. Don't argue with them. Don't do nothing with them. Let them be like a dog turd. Turns gray, dries up, and blows away. Okay? Yeah, plus the height and weight was, the numbers added up. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, that young lady there, and John Bolton, he had put his 2 cents in. You figure his wife would talk to him about that mustache, have him trim it up a little bit. But here he is saying there's no Trump movement. That is a falsehood. I'll let him tell it.
The idea that there's a Trump movement out there is simply wrong. The fundamental point in politics is philosophy.
I guess AI is funny in a lot of ways. But here's one I noticed. I got a couple more videos, like 4 more. That I noticed right at when the indictment was happening. Here, this young lady, she videotaped the television and then put a TikTok video up while Trump's motorcade was running through. I told you I'd play it for you. I'll go ahead and play it for you. But she's talking about how Trump rolled up on Fannie Willis. And then, anybody from the Chicago or any city like that knows what it means by rolling up, when you pop out and roll up on somebody. So this is the way a lot of people viewed it, that Trump rolled up on them. And that's a term of respect for how somebody arrives. Like I said, he arrived like a boss and he left like a boss. But anyway, let me play it for you.
And all y'all be talking about y'all gang. This gang. This man rolled up with all his people deep. Flew in, rolled through the city. Deep. I'm talking about gang. Donald not playing. GOP. Donald like gang. Let me drop this. Ride with me real quick, y'all. I gotta take this ride. I gotta take this flight and this ride real quick. Drop this 20 grand off to these folk since they hooping and hollering. You know what I'm saying? Look, this man riding through the city. Do you hear me? Do y'all not understand? Like, this is history. Like, this is crazy. Donald don't care nothing about what y'all talking about. Donald said, and what? You want me here? I'm in Georgia. What's up? Say something. I pulled up. I'm going to pull up on you, Fulton County. I'm going to pull up. He done pulled up on him. He said, let me pop out real quick. Yo, this man came to Georgia squad deep. I ain't even mad. I'm looking on cars for days. Like, yo, security for days. Like, yo, y'all be talking about y'all gang. Y'all don't know nothing about gang. We even got the ambulance just in case somebody get hurt. I'll take care of my people. Tell them, Donald. Donald said this ain't nothing but a little pit stop lighter. Yeah, I mean, like, this right here, y'all. They got this. It's hilarious. I mean, he riding through the trenches like.
So anyway, all the people in Atlanta, when they saw that show of force, they saw Trump coming in like a boss. It got nothing but respect. I mean, it was the talk of the city, I'm sure. And just like that guy in the white shirt ends for Trump, and just like that young lady that had the covering on her head and covered so many different things, there are hundreds of thousands of people in the city of Atlanta that was fist pumping Mr. T when he showed up, like I said, with that show of force. And then you had that weak, nasty woman, really with a smile on her face. I saw somebody mention in the chats, trying to act like Trump was going to be, so embarrassed and belittled and pitiful. And boy, did he turn it right around. Turn it right around on them. Here we go. These are the kinds of memes that are going around, folks, right here. There's one you get a screenshot of. Mr. T breaking the chains. Chain. Ha ha ha. Let me see what's going on in here in the comments. But doesn't the ambulance travel with the motorcade only with the current president? Well, I don't think it's limited to that, and how much money you got's got something to do with it too. But, and someone's age, there's a lot of different factors. Tennessee. But, there's just too many signals we're getting that they don't have total control. We know that. And that Trump is much more in control than what they think. So, anyway, yeah. I'll check my messages. Norm, did you go to public school? What's that about? Yes, that's right. Nikki wants to keep the channel safe. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad to see everybody in here. And that's the thing. They're really cranking up this. I don't even know if I can say the word censorship. I don't even know. They're cranking it up, folks. So I got to be careful, and we all got to be careful in the chats. And I appreciate you all for understanding that. Here we go. I was able to read that red word right there. Epic TV. The Biden administration is urging people to get the new, what, okay? Not a rooster, but starts with a B. And Google and YouTube updated their standards to eliminate news on anything that deviates from what health authorities say. And it's all happening around the same time like clockwork. So, yeah, I got to be careful, especially if I talk about the JAB. So here's I've got a clip from Oprah and Michael Jackson interview. I'll play for you guys. I don't have it in my studio. But Trump's Tucker interview was the most watched interview ever, beating Oprah and Michael Jackson. As a matter of fact, he doubled it. More than doubled it. And as far as that interview goes, they didn't tune in to see Oprah. Michael Jackson could have been getting interviewed by Pee Wee Herman, and he would have got just as many views. They wanted to see Michael Jackson, not Oprah. Hi, Outlandish. Oh, he's doing great. Oh, good. He's home. Yeah, that's good. It's good to get good news. Is Bubba in? I wonder if he's keeping up with his rehab. I didn't notice who he got in. Hi, Jax. How are you doing? Hi, Jason. Nice to see you. Norm said sorry. No, nothing wrong. Norm, you're doing great, buddy. Glad to have you here. But anyway, let's see. I've got a buy me a coffee link in the description if anybody wants to help the channel out. I don't get anything from any of the platforms I go on, except it's viewer-supported, creator-supported channel only. So if you want to help out that way, you can. And like I said, I've been so broke in the past, I couldn't spend the night. So thumbs up helps out the channel too. Like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff, all that fun stuff. So now that they're bringing this stuff back, and I have to be very careful about what I say about it. What we can do is share memes, right? This is a good meme to share. Right here. I've had this meme ever since this whole mess started. Okay? Believe in something, even if it's wrong, and it makes you look stupid. So I had to go way down in the archives here to pull that one out. So let me get back up here to my little videos that I might want to play for y'all. Here, I had this up the other night, but I didn't get a chance to put it in until the last minute, and I couldn't expand it. There you go. That's a good one to put around. That makes them mad. I'll show you a meme that I put up on Truth Social that started that mess where I got in an argument with those two ladies. And I hit them pretty hard with facts. I'll show you what I didn't know where they came from, but here's what made them mad right here. Here's what made them mad. So you might want to get a copy of it and see who you can make mad. Let me get that really good and big. There we go. Are the chats blocking any of my things I'm putting up? I hope not. Hi, Georgia. How you doing? Nice to see you. But anyway, Democrat Party agenda, there you can read it. And for those who aren't able to watch the video, it says to destroy free speech, dominate and control social media and the press, push racial division, one-party rule, destroy religion, end the Second Amendment, lawfare, arrest political enemies, climate change agenda, World Economic Forum, mail-in voting, voting machines, and a cartoon of Stalin and Adolf going, that's brilliant. But this meme didn't put in the thing about what goes in your shoulder. So, okay, good. There's no chats in the way of my memes. Good. I'm glad to see. Oh, here is a picture I promised to put up about Melania with the orange in her dress, and then it dawned on me they're the types of shapes that are on a soccer ball. The orange design on her dress, and that came to mind when Trump said, "Hey, they want Shinzo Abe's golf club back. I got plenty of them." I went ahead and gave it back, and nobody ever said anything about it in any of the videos. And for those of you who do want to look for little clues, here's one. Mr. T posted this. Dan Scavino posted this. And Devin Nunes reposted this. Page 2. Golf professional at National Golf Club, Bedminster, Michael Gallagher, 973, and has the telephone number on Truth Social for the head golf professional at Trump National in Bedminster. So I thought to myself, why would he put that telephone number up? You know they're going to be blowing up the phones. And sure enough, Devin Nunes put this meme up of some guy like answering 100 phones. So I don't know. Mr. T posted this right here, not the phone meme, but he posted this about his head golf professional, and put the telephone number in. And then Dan Scavino posted it, and then so did Devin Nunes. And they're the ones I follow. Here's a good meme for you. If somebody's talking about how great Biden is, just answer with this picture right here. Mr. Burns. I like better the old man with the walker. But this will work too. Crazy Cajun lady, how you doing? Nice to see you. Here's another good picture for you. Right here. There you go. Ha ha. Yeah, Mr. T's going to do an inspection. He's going to go into Fulton County Courthouse and do an inspection. What's going on? Ha ha ha. But anyway, let me see. Y'all hang around because I got some videos on play. Oh, and the big story was that Hillary, she heard how great things went for Mr. T. She decided to go get her own mugshot. Maybe it would help her fortunes. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work, though. But I think this is more representative of what Hillary would be looking at. So anyway, let me make sure I got all this stuff about the mugshot out of the way before I go on to something else. The Atlantic. Now remember, they said we vote too much, and this is supposedly Steve Jobs' widow is running this place. He wants you to look at him. The Atlantic says Trump's mugshot was supposed to be an exercise in humility. He turned it into a threat. No, it's a promise, baby. Okay? Just remember that. It's a promise. And what other degenerates had something to say was New York Slimes. Okay? Maureen Dowd. Catch the smug mug on that thug. Whoops. I hit a button. So anyway, that's the way they're trying to paint Mr. T. And here you have a nitwit that, or apparently he's a nitwit. He was a has-been that never was. A has-been that never was. Joe Walsh. On November 8th, I'm voting for Trump. On November 9th, if Trump loses, I'm grabbing my musket. You in? And that was 10/26/16. So now 8/24/23. Always remember again while we're here tonight, Donald Trump refused to accept an election loss, and he tried to halt the peaceful transfer of power. Man, I am so glad people are keeping up with these creeps and sticking their own words right in their faces. And that's one of the reasons they don't want Elon Musk to take down the block feature, because they can't block people who are sticking their own words right in their face. Just remember, they wouldn't let Trump block anybody, saying the most disgusting, vile things, repeating horrible lies and libel. Trump had to leave that crap up on his Twitter thread. They abused him. Now, you all are going to get your own words, not libel, not exaggerations, not made up stories, your own words shoved right in your face. So, remember this nitwit here. He put up, I think he may be the one that put up that where he said, inject these mugshots into my veins, talking about Sidney Powell and all them. His story on looking to treat Trump or co-defendants with kid gloves. Brian Tyler Cohen speaks down on how Willis is working to put Trump and his 18 co-defendants on trial as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, they just don't want to prepare a defense. They want to try to ambush him, and it ain't going to work. Watch the emojis, Damon. Thank you for coming in. But we got a 3 emoji limit, buddy. Appreciate it. And save Nikki some typing. Ha ha ha. Hi, Ken. How you doing? Nice to see you. Henri. I know I got a thumbs up if Henri came in. I know I at least got 1 thumbs up. Ha ha. Now, remember where I started off broadcast talking about Dan Bongino and the Tucker Carlson interview that they were talking about for a reason. Tucker Carlson brought that up for a reason. Mr. T answered unequivocally that they were savage and evil, okay, for a reason. Now you got Branko. He puts out cartoons all the time. So this kind of stuff is going to be getting in the public consciousness. And I said one of the things that was going to break the dam open as far as information is concerned and public awareness is going to be the communications that discussed harming or worse the president or family members. Okay, that's going to come out. Remember that. So here you go. Here's some young ladies. Remember the movie I Am Spartacus? No, I'm Spartacus. I am Spartacus. Kirk Douglas. Remember that movie, folks? Where here you got some nice young ladies saying, indict me, I am Trump. Indict me, I am Trump. Indict me, I'm Trump. So you got young people and they're putting out some good T-shirts and a show of solidarity. And now, did you all remember, how many of you remember this? Excuse me while I have a sip of my coffee. I had to wet my whistle. How many of you all remember this? They blindsided Trump at the end of one of his last debate with Biden, and asked him what he would do if he won. Some kind of question. He had to go first, and he said, or what would unify the country or something like that. He said, success would unify the country. Success. And, you know, American people, most people, not just American people, people around the world root for an underdog. They want to see the oppressed succeed, okay? Because most nations, and more so being felt in this nation, people have a boot on their neck. Psychologically, financially, politically, they have a boot on their neck. They know how it feels. And so like these shirts and the videos I've been playing for you, people are rallying. They're rallying to somebody who can do something about that boot. Here we go. Here's a guy making fun of the situation with the liberals. Whoops. I got to try to get that to expand for me. Let me see what's going on here. There we go. Sometimes it hangs up on me. But anyway, let me play this little video for you.
Well, they took my mugshot. It's a big, beautiful mugshot. Look at it. I call it the Mona Lisa of mugshots. It's incredible. Look at that. It's like my phone calls. It's a perfect mugshot. So perfect and so beautiful. You know, many people say that they have a good side and a bad side. I only have one side. It's called my great side. They got my great side with this mugshot. It's a beautiful picture of a very handsome guy with wonderful hair. Such a beautiful mugshot that Hunter Biden may want to paint a picture of it and sell it for a lot of money to Russia, or China, or even Ukraine. You know about it. Such a perfect, beautiful, highly respected mugshot. The greatest mugshot in the history of the world, believe me.
Yeah, if you're going to have a mugshot, make it the greatest one in the history of the world. Let's see. I'm just checking the chats. Outlandish, I've heard we're going to start seeing a lot of high-profile interviews. Yeah. Well, you know what? Those interviews with Newt Gingrich, I played those, and he was coming out with some stuff, and him and his wife, let me see if I got that in the studio. They put out a thing on Truth Social. They were in, where is that? They were in Naples, Florida. Here we go. I don't know. I think he's down there meeting with Trump. And don't sell Newt Gingrich short. Callista Gingrich. Beautiful afternoon in Naples. Okay. And Devin Nunes retweeted this. Okay. You know who used to run Georgia? And you knew who won the Georgia primary against Bush by like 40%. I mean, he crushed Bush when he ran for president in the Georgia primary. Was Newt Gingrich. He was Speaker of the House and he represented Georgia. He knew anybody worth knowing in the state of Georgia. Newt Gingrich. If Newt Gingrich didn't know you, you weren't worth knowing. Okay, so we'll see how that turns out. But I just find it interesting that now Dan Scavino also put this post up. I thought it was a little brusque for Dan Scavino. Sir, people are requesting that you get your backside back in that White House. That's not exactly what it says, folks, but you get the gist. You may want to get a screenshot of that. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I know I got another video. I just want to make sure it plays okay. Let me see here. Let's see. I played that young lady. Now, the mood of the people. I'll get to this one here. Here's a good one that talks about how serious things are. Oops, wait a minute. I already played this one. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. This is one. If you got the little scissors in your YouTube selection bar underneath my video, you can cut this little clip out, or you can send the video to a friend if they don't want to watch the whole thing, and they can watch this part if you feel somebody needs to be woke up a little bit or understand how serious.
You think this mugshot of Donald Trump is just another headline? Think again. This is a clear sign that they want us to know they are coming for us, and they're not pulling any punches. It started with whispers, rumors, and the media painting Trump and his supporters as a villain. Now, it's a full-blown assault on everything we stand for.
We're asking companies, you have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock, we are forcing behaviors.
Is it a coincidence that they're going after Trump again? Hell no. It's a calculated move, a chess game, and they're playing for keeps. They want control, power, dominance over the soul of this nation. Trump stood up to the system, the machine that's kept us in wars, kept the elites in charge, and kept the American people poor. He revealed the ugly truth, and now they want to silence him. They've convinced the masses that Trump was evil, even though he was the first president to not start a war in years. We're in the midst of history, and it's not looking good for us. But that doesn't mean we give up. We fight. We stand strong. We rally behind the man who dared to challenge the status quo. If you want less drama, if you want to live in ignorance, go ahead. But know this, the consequences of your cowardice will be felt for generations. The battle is raging, and it's time to choose a side. Stand with Trump, stand with freedom, stand with America, or watch as everything we love is torn apart. The choice is yours. But know this, history will remember the brave, the bold, the ones who stood up and held their ground. Be one of them. Be a true patriot. Be a true Trump supporter. The future of this nation depends on it.
So there you go, folks. And I've gone over my hour. I'm going to play you one video that, if that doesn't motivate people, what I just played, we're going to have a lot of people being motivated by what this young lady is talking about. Okay? Because for some people that politics, they've never been involved in politics. A lot of it is what they're hearing and seeing is out of their reach. But I'm going to leave you with this, folks. Hopefully the sound is good. And I'll play it as I go out. I want to thank you all for spending your precious time with me tonight. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please think about it and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live so you can join us during the live stream. And you all have a great night, and I'll be talking to you soon. This is Mountain Man, over and out.
It's crazy, and I'm not entirely, I don't know how anyone else is surviving out here. I don't know how everyone else is making life work right now. I'm not sure how anyone's out here grocery shopping. I'm not sure how, I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what we need to do as a collective, as a people. I'm not sure what we can do. Something needs to be done. Something has got to give. Grocery shopping is probably the worst errand I have to run because everything is just astronomically expensive. Everything. Like, I've cut out subscriptions. I don't eat out. And just as soon as I get my paycheck, once bills are paid, it's a wrap. It's done.